Give assistance to the Senate. Thank God his gran had filled his head with proper etiquette, so he knew what to say even if his tone wasn't properly respectful. He'd have no clue how to deal with a Senate representative otherwise, even if the one standing in his living room wasn't exactly the kind of person he would have expected the Senate to send. By giving us their second. Gabe blinked. He must be more tired than he thought. Excuse me? We need you to come with me. What? No fucking way. He'd just come home after working in Philadelphia for years, gaining enough experience to take over the spot of sheriff in his beloved hometown. The town's council had been thrilled to have one of their own in the position when Adrian Giordano's father had retired. Gabe had discovered his mate only a week before. The trying to ensure that Sherry, Adrian's mate, stayed safe had eaten into all of his spare time. They'd just finished cleaning up after the rogue wolf who'd been stalking Sherry and making her life a living hell. Now that he actually had time to breathe, he wanted to settle down and claim his mate. No way in hell was he leaving Halle even for a minute. Not unless he could take Sarah with him. Just thinking about sweet, tempting Sarah was enough to stiffen his resolve. Images of the dark-haired beauty had been haunting him all week. Whatever the Senate wanted, they'd have to find someone else to do it. They can't have me. The man shook his head. I don't think you understand, son. He headed into the kitchen like he owned it. You need more coffee, by the way. Gabe held back a growl. I have a mate to claim. The man stopped and looked back at him. I promise you, the task I need you for will take no more than 6 months. After that, you'll return to Halle to live your life and claim your mate. The smile was gone. The gray eyes were somber. We lost a hunter, Gabriel. My condolences. Gabe was sincere. In a lot of ways, the hunters were the elite cops of the shifters. Their main purpose was to ensure that rogues were taken out before they could do damage to the human or shifter population. If the situation with Rudy Parker hadn't been taken care of so quickly by the Poconos Pack Alpha, Gabe would have insisted that a hunter be called in to deal with Parker and the wolves who followed him. He probably should have from the start. If he had, Belle Campbell would never have gotten hurt, and odds were Sherry wouldn't have been kidnapped. Thank you. Daniel was a good friend of mine. James headed towards the kitchen again. But that means that this region is short a hunter. Oh, fuck. Gabe's shoulders twitched. A part of him was eager to hear more. This was like a small-town cop being picked out of the blue to become a U.S. Marshal. Another part of him wanted this man gone so he could take a shower, rest, and fetch his woman home. He had plans for that sweet ass of hers, damn it. Why me? Why not one of Rick's wolves? Or even another Puma like Adrian, the current marshal? James smiled again. Because they wouldn't be you. You're the one who's meant to be this region's new hunter. I'd have to leave Halle. Gabe was surprised the words even left his mouth. He couldn't seriously be considering this. Could he? Halle would be your hometown, your base of operations. And really, being a hunter doesn't affect your standing in your pride, other than you have to go when the call to hunt goes out. If that's an issue with your alpha, and I don't think it will be, then you might have problems. That still doesn't answer the question. He opened the fridge and pulled out a beer. Why me? Can I have a Coke? Gabe handed James one. Thanks. Do you remember when you tried to shoot out the tires on Parker's car? When you figured out it was an RF jammer that was keeping Ms. Montgomery's call from reaching Dr. Giordano? And when you got the Pride together to make sure Parker and his rogues didn't get away? Gabe blinked, shocked. How the hell did this man know all that? Yeah, it happened only 2 days ago. 2 long, exhausting days ago. Gabe yawned, not caring how James took it. He was fucking tired. James took a long drink from the can. Damn, that hit.